And I'm recording again.
That's alright. Then
Okay, so what happened after my game crashed? After my computer crashed?
I'm not sure when it crashed. Can you?
Um, see, I totally missed Never's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And we were in the middle of. Last thing he said was crap. Something about the carriage
No worries.
breaking.
No worries. We go back. So after your turn, you standing there ready with your bow. You heard from outside a loud crash and a yelling of some curses like shit, fuck, and then you saw Never using the flaming sphere to crash the table next to you and revealing underneath it a hidden Aden with a heavy crossbow between his teeth and trying to put an arrow in with his other hand and a longsword laying next to him. And that's when you get to have your turn as laser eyes are shot towards Aden and they hit him.
Okay, then I will attack with my bow.
Right.
It's an
An
18.
18. It does hit. It does not have cover anymore.
A whole 8 points of damage.
Nice. That does hit him. And there's an arrow stuck into him.
oh, nice. There are different sides for the token. Sweet, I like.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us to his turn. And he's off the crossbow and jumps over you and then turn around to attack you with his longsword. That's a 7 on the first attack and a 9 on the second attack.
Those do not hit.
Yeah, you go and immediately start to parry with your weapon of choice. Cling cling. Neri, that's your turn.
I think I will drop the moonbeam. That doesn't cost anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drop the concentration on that.
Oh,
Yeah, now he's too near to
you
save.
can move the moonbeam, you know?
Yeah, but then Sable is in it.
Depends on how you move it, or?
Oh, that's right. I could make it like this.
Yeah.
Can it move 30? Let's see.
Most likely.
Moonbeam.
You can use an action to move the moonbeam
60
up to
feet.
60 feet. Yeah, you can put it like that.
Oh, but it's
Okay.
action.
And then I will cast a
That was an
guiding-
action.
Ah, it's an action.
Yes, you can move it 60 feet, but it's an action.
Okay, that's fine. Then as a bonus action, I will use the arrow. What's wrong with me?
Yeah, again, you go into stance and you expect there to be forming an arrow, but it just doesn't.
Oh, man. You have no control over your powers.
Yeah. No
Never
magic at all
ceases.
happens.
Well,
Calculating again and sees threat level is now down to 2.
Okay. Anything else for your turn? You want to move?
no.
Alright, Sable, that's your turn.
New calculations.
With which weapon are you attacking? Both?
Yes.
Right, the 21 hits, the 12 doesn't. Right, 7.
Okay, that's it.
This poor fella.
He looks quite damaged. Like he's starting to show signs of weakness.
One of the alabaster narwhal. Oh, epic.
Okay. Well,
Right, anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay. Alright. Neri, you hear from outside Ella trying to make a compelling speech as to why everyone should cooperate and really listen to what she and Ludwig say. But at the same time, you hear other voices being much louder than hers, yelling out that she's to shut up and she was at fault for all of what's happening at this wedding. Brings us to the people. Wow. Right.
Really don't want this, right?
No, it seems like really drama. Never, it's your turn.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I move my flaming sphere with my bonus action. My hands controlling this flaming sphere. Let them move. One saving throw from Aden. I crash the flaming ball into Aden.
So he's going to make a saving throw.
Yeah, Dex.
And he's
Minus-
going to subtract the d4, but he already failed, so I guess we don't need to. So he takes the 7 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. You see that where the flaming sphere has impacted on his skin, there's second-degree burn marks, and he is growling, like clenching his teeth.
Better give up,
It's just
or
lies
we will.
sizzling.
Oh. Better give up, or we will kill you. I will prepare a firebolt as my action and wait for his response. If he says, I don't give up or something like this, I will shoot in his head. I try. I'm shooting at him with my firebolt.
You holding an action to choose to shoot a firebolt at him?
Yeah, if he says something like, no, I won't give up or something like this.
Okay, I need Sable to make a insight or perception check. Right, with a 6, you hear that he's constantly talking under his breath. I wouldn't argue with you, no. They were always the best for you. Hila, why would you come home? Why would you come home? Wow, those people, kill them, kill them. And he's more in a psychotic state. So as Never says those demands, you're pretty sure there's nothing of value going to come out of his mouth. So he starts his turn in the Moonbeam. He's going to take the damage, which should be something.
2d10 on a failed save.
So he does a saving throw.
Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
I guess against my spell DC.
Oh, he rolls a natural 1 on it, so he fails.
No.
That's like very bad rolls on my part throughout the game.
And you do, man. I do 2 nat 1s as well.
That's true. The rolls have been especially low this game. So he takes the full 2d10.
Yeah. Should I roll?
Yes, you need to beat a 19 to instantly kill him.
14.
Alright, no. Yeah. This moonbeam of yours is moved towards his location, and then at the cusp of Sable's feet, it just booms down from throughout the citadel in a 40 feet high. The glass shatters, decoration gets lasered away, and there's a bit of extra bits of paper and flowers and even pieces of wood and glass moving through the air like the snowflakes around you guys. And now, real snow is falling inside the citadel.
Oops.
Okay. Aden turns around and attacks Sable again. Ooh, and
Okay,
that's 20
will
this
trigger
time.
my action.
Yeah. There is nothing holding him back at the moment, and he goes to swing,
I will shoot. Oh, but I
but it
won't.
misses. So as you shoot, he jumps up into a split, and then instead of just landing on his feet where you would have expected the attack, he keeps dropping in the split, like his head is at the level of his groin, and then he goes and swings his longsword and hits you in the stomach underneath your armor parts. You can feel the blade going in, and actually your part of your guts are spilling out, and you need to put one hand onto them, Sable. And then he goes to retract the sword, trying to cause extra damage, but it doesn't work. You pull your hand on the wound, and with that you brush off the next attack with your elbow. And you take 10 points of slashing damage. And that's the end of his turn.
Then
Oh, then he
He
takes
gets
the fire damage, right? But he
Yes.
wouldn't take the fire damage. I guess he would move then. Let's see.
opportunity attacks.
Yeah, but he doesn't leave melee. He's going to run around or roll around from the split in a circular way to come up behind Sable. And that's Neri's turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use a guiding bolt on him. 14.
Misses.
Still not the best.
The 14 guiding bolt shoots past Sable and Aden.
It's not that much guiding right now. Shit.
And the luminous arrow goes pew! So this time, not even expecting that you would form one, you're almost leaving the stance as it doesn't work, and then there's appearing one and it goes pew off in the distance.
At least it worked now. I'm gonna go to them just to have a look maybe next round.
Alright, as you go outside, you see that most of the guests have indeed boarded, but you see Ayla standing next to one of the carriage's wheels, and she's trying desperately to put a bolt back on that keeps the wheel in place.
Oh god.
Right. That brings us to Sable's turn. Alright, the 18 hits, the 14 misses.
Nice.
7. You needed a 5 to kill him, so how do you want to do this?
I will bring the um, horn of the alabaster narwhal up between us, knocking his weapon away. And then I will bring the longsword in and just slice across his throat, cutting his throat, and then I'll kick him down.
All right. Make another insight check because you're the one that gets to kill him. You're up close and personal. Yeah, no. It does seem like as you kill him, he regains some sense, but you're not sure. Could have just been he saw the light or whatever. Many people look like that when you kill them.
I jump from the table. Very good. We killed him.
I'll
And I
step
go
forward
away.
and sorry, go ahead.
No, that was all.
Step forward and just push my tip of my blade into his chest again, just to make sure. I'm just gonna smile and say, "May she be pleased."
Whoever is close to you? No, there's no one close to you.
The band, probably.
Yeah, they're busy. They stop playing the music now, and you see there's one guy at the violins who just collapses right after playing. Another one has peed their pants sitting at the piano. The drummer actually is massaging his shoulders and arms, and the bass player just keeps on stringing the bass like in a frantic, looking at the fire and the tables burning.
Nice. I like the bass. I have to hire him.
All right, we leave turn order, and as you step into the body, Never, you run outside.
Yeah, I go slowly. I don't run, I go slowly.
Okay, you see that Neri, what were you about to do outside?
I just wanted to have a look why they're not leaving, but I guess Never can help her now with the bolt. It's not really the things that I would do.
You came out in your steri form as well, right?
Yeah,
Right.
but the
So
stary form is your body becomes luminous. Your joints glimmer like
yeah,
stars, glowing lines connecting.
it's
I mean, I
you in
can.
this avatar steri cosmic form.
The
Point
form
is,
sheds
it's
bright
obviously
light.
magical.
Yeah.
Um,
It looks awesome.
I mean,
Ella.
there's like lines on my body, I guess, but
So by now,
Yeah,
Ella turns around, taking a quick look, like she must have done the whole fight to see how it's going inside, and she sees you and pushes you, pushes you back inside. She's going to expend some key to push you real far. If you want to resist it, you can make a opposing strength saving throw or dexterity saving throw.
and I guess she can just push me back.
Right, you are pushed back inside for 15 feet from where you stood.
Sheesh.
So you you fell back on your ass,
I
and then
know.
she runs after you inside. You shouldn't be out there like this. Is it over?
Yes, and I will drop the form, I guess.
Oh,
And I
thank
forgot about
God.
that.
She looks over to Sable, who's standing next to the corpse of Aden, and she goes, "Oh no, Aden, what has made you like that? Never. Are you okay? We need to get the guests away. I'm sorry, this will not be happily ever after, it seems. So let's work on this stupid carriage and make them drive off."
Sehr gut. Very good. I will help with repairing, and meanwhile, I will also talk to the guest. You folk, go into the carriage now. And I try to persuade them. I do it a little bit manically.
Yeah, you coming out, looking at it.
Yeah, look at the guests who don't want to go in, or there was something like a ruffles or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, as you come outside, the carriage wheel is broken. Everyone has managed to somehow procure a place on the carriage, and you see
Okay.
tracks of another carriage that must have been here. But the car wheel is broken, the one where you stand
Okay,
in front
then
of.
don't mind my persuasion. Well, I can't do anything with that, I guess. Oh well, I have Tinker's tools. Yeah, I can do something. Perhaps. I will sit there and my hands form into different tool sets.
Yeah. Yeah, things like that you've done lots of times. It's basically screwing on a loose bolt. Like the wheel has come off and it needs to be secured again. You have just the parts for it, and it's basically what you do on yourself in large.
Mhm.
So
What?
you can roll with advantage, Tinker's
Yeah.
tools, and you can use dexterity or your highest score.
Okay, then of course my highest score, which is charisma, but no. Yeah, I do it whatever. 19.
Yeah. So I'd say in less than 5 minutes you're able to just put everything back on. Ela is going to go to the carriage and have small talk to the guests, ensuring them that the danger is over. They will still be driving away, that she's very sorry, no one could have known, blah, blah, blah. And in the meantime, inside, Sable, you are patting down the body of Aden, right?
Yes.
Roll an investigation check.
Aren't you also hurt, Sable?
Are you going to give yourself a +3?
Oh, whoops, sorry.
Sable, are you going to give yourself a +3?
As long as there's nobody terribly close.
There is Neri approaching you.
I don't care about her.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So describe to Neri what she sees as you go and pat down the body.
I'll just kind of be whispering to myself, and in this case, my eyes will just kind of flash with a dull red glow for a moment.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
that's it.
So with a 15, right. With a 15, you'll find, of course, the weapons he had. He was carrying a long sword, a short sword, and the heavy crossbow, while that you know that the heavy crossbow is lying somewhere next to him here. He carries bolts for it. You can get up to 20 heavy crossbow bolts. You'll also find 5 gold pieces on the guy, 1 silver piece, and 4 copper. 5 gold, 1 silver, 4 copper. There is a pretty broken quill in his pocket that even has some blood on it at the feather tips. And you'll see that while patting him down, you see that he does carry the logo of the Avar. He has a Paspani, an Asi symbol, which is a sword with a closed eye on the hilt. He doesn't wear the pin openly. You only find it when you turn inside out the leather armor he was wearing.
Okay. I'll take the swords, the crossbow, the bolts, and the Avar badge symbol thingy pin.
Mm-hmm. Make a history check as you take it. Nice.
Apparently, I really want to know.
Yeah. Not only is it common for a Paspani to best an Asi in combat to achieve the rank of Asi, but also if you hunt down Rogue Avar, you are granted special rewards. So handing over that token to your order, good thing. But also, knowing that he was one and he did what he did, you're pretty sure your order would not want anyone to know. Avars going rogue is the most terrible thing that could happen. The training they are getting, the things they are provided with, someone of their rank and power, and you notice now that guy was probably a veteran. He has lost an arm, he is battle scarred, he was aged around 40 to 50, so it makes sense even to assume that his rank once was higher. You're pretty sure if he was in his prime, you'd be dead by now. So
Okay.
that would be very bad press for the Avar.
Okay. I will make sure to take that. And his name was Aden.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get a last name at any point?
No.
Okay. Aden.
Aden, yeah.
Okay. Once I finished exploring everything or investigating the body, can I just do a quick look around to see if I see my arrow that I fired?
Yeah, no problem. It's stuck in his side. You can also plug it out.
Okay, I'll pluck that out too. And then I want to talk to what's her name? Ella.
Ella.
Mm-hmm.
I'll approach her and ask her, you obviously know this man. Who was he? And who was he to you?
Niklas has gone away for a moment, so we can just progress with that. You do go out, approach her, ask your questions. She stands there, watching over the shoulder of Never as he's casually repairing the wheel, and she turns around. Oh, you mean let's not talk here. And she pulls you to the side, away from the party, goes back inside into a corner. I knew him. He saved my life once. Aden Tool.
Tool, Thule.
Tool. Like the thing you use, you know?
Okay. Okay, and I kind of give her a weird look and look around at the rest of the party and say, that's kind of a common theme here. Is your life need saving a lot?
Actually, no. I'm quite capable of myself, and if I wouldn't have been wearing my wedding gown, I would have joined the fray, believe me. Yet I still felt that maybe he would come to his senses after a few knocks on the head. He used to be very capable. You know, when I was walking around these icy tundras, I was attacked by yetis, taken into a cave and about to be eaten when he came, swinging his longsword around. It was him against, I don't know, 3 of the yetis in their lair? That's where he lost his arm. We adventured quite a bit after that, made some journeys through the mountains and back, delivering some goods, and later on he came and visited me at the monastery. Still, he began to change, like became possessive of me, you know? Thought he was just watching over me at first, but it became so imprisoning. Like once I wanted to just late at night go out of the tavern and make a stroll around, and when I opened the door, he was there sleeping in front of me, in front of it. He would always take the watches at first. Of course, I said yes, but when I noticed that he would just watch me, I left the party. I didn't know what had become of him. Heard that, well, I heard that he was one of the Avar, but I never dared to ask him. Is it too much to ask you to take care of the body? Not only his, but also of the ceremony master?
What would you have me do with them?
Well, I heard the servants have put Ron and the guard into one of those snow piles to just keep the bodies at least intact until the morgue arrives.
Yeah, I can take care of that for you.
Well, you were of course hired to do that, but maybe you could ask Never and the other security for this party, the uncareful one, the luminous. I have not caught her name yet. Thank you very much. I will accompany the guests away from this horror wedding. Ludwig, I think we're ready. Never?
Ready to go.
Thank
Have
you very
fun.
much, Never. Please take care of the others and keep this venue safe until Shandol's return.
Like killing them, taking care of.
You should not kill my dear husband after I've married him. Just to ask Sable, he knows what to do. I've just talked to him.
Okay, I will talk to Sable. That is the human. I remember his face. And I'm going off.
You see Ella is trying to just jump onto the carriage and forgets that she still wears her very expensive and elongated dress and gets stuck and it rips at some place, and then she gets on with another curse like, fuck that day. And they drive
Sad.
off.
This is a wedding day she will never forget.
Yeah.
And not for good reasons.
I feel you're right. Oh, where does it start in the middle? Right, you guys are left standing there amidst a still burning decoration of a wedding, a crashed in ceiling, glass all around you in the middle of the room, snow falling. There's plates and drinks that have been spilled. It does look like this place has been trashed thoroughly. Thoroughly.
Oh, hello, Sable. Good to see you. Ella Mint, you know something about our next stop or location. What should we do?
She asks that we take care of these bodies and put them out with Ron's kind of get them covered over with snow so they
I
don't.
can burn them to ashes.
That's not what she asked us to do, but whatever.
Okay, then not. That was just an idea. Hmm. Am I strong enough to take a body?
Make a
Let's
strength
see.
check.
Yeah.
And between the two of them, you think the ceremony master would be the easier one to carry.
No, I have a 6.
Yeah. Uh, not alone. It's
This
going
is
to be
too heavy.
excruciatingly slow. You would need to pull them on the floor, and you make barely any inches on your own.
I'm not doing this. This is not my profession. Scanning. And I look at the room. Do I find any more oil lamps that I can take for myself?
As you say, this is not my profession. Make a
Mm-hmm.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Whee! 13.
Right, you fail. What is your profession? What was your profession? A profession would be something you've learned. When did you learn it? You can't remember when you learned it. How come you know stuff, though? What is it that you can do and can't do? And
And
again, in your chest, you hear a.
oh no, this feeling, or no, this heart, this beating again in my chest. I hate it. Error. And I shut down for a second. That was weird. Where is the oil?
What are you trying to do with the oil?
I will consume it for myself. Like you, living creatures need protein and other stuff to live. I'll take this. Yeah, and I don't know. Search for some oil lamps and take them. Oh, 13.
It's not too hard to find some oil lamps there, and with a 13, you notice that most of them have been somehow taken into or have suffered from all this commotion in some way. Some burn way brighter, some are leaking, and you only find half full and half empty ones. So it takes some time um, to get the amount you are satisfied with.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If nobody wants to do something, I will go to the band.
I'll try to carry
Wait a sec.
carry these bodies out.
Mm-hmm. Make a check. Could be strengths, athletics, or any other. If you say you have a base strength of 18 or 20, I don't think carrying another person of your weight is a check. Ba-dum. Yeah. All right. With a 20, if you use the +2 again.
Yeah, this time instead of my eyes glowing, it'll my shoulder back muscles will glow a dull red for just a moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. On the initial lift off, as you just are putting the weight onto your body, it seems like you are caving and then there's something lifting you with a dark red Q. If it's just gritting, you are not sure. Like the people watching you. Yeah, you can take one body easily to its location that way. Which body are you taking?
You said that Aiden's looked heaviest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll take Aiden's first.
Yeah. Picking him up, you're pretty sure that this is dense muscle all over the body.
Okay.
This body was honed, the movements were trained. And now that you think about it, the performance he gave in combat was pretty beautiful.
Uh,
Neri, anything you are doing?
I guess I'm wondering how I gonna get back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the job is done.
Are you voicing out your concerns, or is it just you thinking?
I think I would say that out loud.
So, Sable, as you go past Neri with the body, you hear her say, what exactly, Neri?
How are we gonna get back now after this catastrophe?
Get back where?
Wait, don't you have places to be?
Are you just wanting to go back to the crossroads?
Uh,
I mean that's where we came from. Is that what you mean?
I guess there would be a start, yes.
Well, Ron brought us in a carriage, right?
Neri, make a Arcana check, please. Right. You are talking about where, or as he asked the question, where do you want to go? You feel your hand clasping your star map. And yet, that's all.
Well, Ron brought us with a wagon. Why can't we just take his wagon back to the crossroads?
I think he won't need it anymore. That's right.
Yeah, he's kind of otherwise occupied.
Okay. As you guys are talking, Never, you're going over to the band to see
Mm.
that. So the band has basically left with the last wagon as well. There's only the
Oh.
bass player left, sitting
Oh, okay.
there, still kind of smiling in all of this commotion, not noticing you even approaching.
Perfect. You, human with that big instrument. Would you like to have a job?
And they have fire, and I hit it with a chorus, and they would just swing their swords in the exact rhythm of everything burning to the ground. It was like my dream, exact. I have to write it down. And you see him turn around and go and start to rummage through some stuff that was behind the stage.
What is going on? He is ignoring me. I don't like this. You, bass player. Do you like a job?
Job. Yeah, no. After this, no, I don't want a job. Thank you very much.
Disappointing. And I
But
go,
and you see him jump from where he stands and slide on his stomach to the edge of the stage to look directly at you, and he goes, your fire came down at the perfect moment. That was insane.
thank you.
When I played the arpeggio, it hit the table and it all crashed into a wow sonata of noises and destruction.
Oh, yes. I like your style.
Uh, you notice while he's talking that
Hmm.
there is a make an Arcana check.
Phew. Oh, good one. 19.
All right, you see from his mouth to your being surrounding you slowly are the notes spoken that he does, and you gain inspiration. 1d8.
Hmm. Okay. How does that work?
You're sensing something similar to your own abilities. He's tapping into the arcane.
Oh. Like for his first time or so? I would inside that.
Make an insight check.
Oh, basic 10.
You are not sure. But you
Hmm.
do sense that while you are very aware, it doesn't seem that he is.
You are a crazy one. You
I
could
know.
travel with us and play songs for us while we fight.
No, I play the bass. The bass can't travel. It needs a stage. I'm sorry. That's nothing. That's never going to happen.
Can't you play a
That is
smaller
beneath me to
instrument?
travel around and carry the fucking bass. You need to make a wisdom saving throw. DC is 12.
8.
You take 2 points of psychic damage as his voice is echoing inside your ears, and you do get the impression that you just insulted him by offering this great instrument a place to the road while it actually needs to be seen on a big stage.
Oh, you motherfucker, I will burn you to the ground. How dare you touch my face with your words? And
I have not touched you. I never did.
then why did I suffer?
I don't know. Why do you make me suffer
Oh,
with your
damage.
ingenuity, with your ingenious ideas?
One time again, and I will blow off your head. And
Well, I have to
you
thank you
see
for what you've done there, but yeah.
I lift up my hand, and you see like little flame coming out, but not engaging right now, just loading. One word more, and I will kill you. Take that back.
Take it back. As he goes and puts his hands up, and he starts to get jitters all over his bodies, and then he gets very small and crawls back behind his base.
Good. And I will go.
All right. By now, Sable, you have returned from bringing back the first buddy. Neri, what would you have done as Sable had left?
I think maybe I would have just relaxed a little bit and eavesdropped into Never Odds talk with the bassist.
Sable, as you are outside, you do notice that the carriage of Ron probably was used to bring guests away. It is now nowhere to be seen.
Of course.
You also remember that Elas told you to watch the venue until Shandor returns.
Okay. Then I guess I will let the others know that. Looks like the carriage is gone. Somebody took it.
Oh,
And I guess Ella also wanted us to watch this venue until Shandor returned. Although the way he took off, I'm not so sure he's going to be returning anytime soon.
that's great. We have a job now. Hopefully, we get paid soon.
That would be nice.
I think the Shandor guy is very rich.
That's even better. I'll go grab the other body.
Right. We can just use your 20 to do that. You just, with no problem, hoist the body over your shoulders and bring it outside.
Okay.
Okay, anything you guys want to do?
I use prestidigitation to make myself orange again. Like a spray, orange spray covering my body.
What's the plan now? We go to Shandor's house.
We're supposed to stay here until Shandor returns.
Ah, okay. I
Mm,
guess I will just,
yeah, you will just.
maybe meditate.
Mm-hmm.
As I know you living creatures need to rest, how about you take one while I stand here?
Well, why don't we do it inside? You know, like up
All
closer to
right.
the altar.
Yes, of course.
Maybe there's also still some food that's not that bad, David. Like over here, we didn't fight that much.
It's just spilled over and stuff. So if you're fine eating a piece of meat that has been drenched in the red wine of someone on the table, feel free. Or fruits that have fallen into the
Maybe can I roll
meat
a
sauce.
perception to see if I see something that is maybe
Yeah, make a perception
up
or
to my standards?
It's FS standards.
don't worry, make a perception check. You get the perfect platter. You find everything that is still untouched on every table. You manage to recreate this very lovely feast on one functioning plate with a functioning fork and a functioning knife. You have full course salad, main, and dessert.
Damn, good job.
Might as well enjoy what they couldn't.
With the 27, you see that someone has left a cloak at the wedding.
Someone's left what?
A very expensive looking cloak.
Cool.
As you go around and pick up the greatest food and the best rest stuff, you see also a very expensive looking coat on one of.
Okay, I will have a look at it a little bit more. Is it like is it just exceptionally crafted, or is there something else maybe?
I don't have an image. Wait a moment. All right, it's a cloak, so it has a hood, and it is of a light blue and has a golden lining on the edges. When you turn it inside out, it is red, and it has a almost leather armory shoulder part that you can then click together. It looks very finely made.
I think I will put that. I do have some kind of backpack, probably, right?
You get the sense that there is more to this item than just meets the eye.
Mhm. Yeah, I would like to put that into my stash.
Okay. You can add fancy cloak with potential to your bag.
And sea cloak.
As we're hanging out around here, I'll ask them if they're interested in either the. I'll ask the two of them, Neri and Never, if they're interested in either the heavy crossbow or the short sword.
Oh, how kind of you to ask, but I don't need this pesky human weapons.
Do you have non-human weapons? Never.
Did you see how I burned this cathedral down to the place?
It was pretty impressive, yeah.
Yeah, you were not so impressive.
Well, I burned it also, didn't you see? And I
See
point to the
crutch in your
shattered glass
face.
ceiling.
I have to say, for considering how taboo magic use is, the two of you seem to be pretty free with throwing those spells around.
Well, nobody was here without, except the target. And of course you both, but you are threat level below 10, so no problem.
My powers actually are not of the arcane nature. I do have to be a little bit careful though.
But you are true. In normal society, I wouldn't do it this careless. But I have other means to do it.
You know that the band saw that, right?
Oh right, there were humans too. I forgot about that.
But their threat level probably was even under ours.
True.
Okay,
Although this one player with the big instrument used something on me, like
Hmm.
words.
okay, but
It was weird.
you do realize that just because their threat level was below a certain amount doesn't mean that somebody they tell doesn't have a higher threat level. You realize that, right?
That is true. I know that. But thanks
Sable,
for reminding me.
as you say that they should look out, you're reminded of your time in the Gang Valley, where as soon as you've cast a spell, everyone wanted to hang you because it was a pretty uneducated area. While in Zitalis, the situation is serious. You don't know who the guests were. You're probably right about that. But you think about it, and you could take their fears a bit because Zitalis is so far away that Madra Malik rarely cares about anyone here. Doesn't mean that agents from Gilramore or other big cities in the south might not find it worth investigating if someone does continuously cast magic in opposance or in opposition of Madra Malik.
I'm also not sure, but I guess the music players were also magic, perhaps. At least this one. So perhaps we are fine. Or not, we will just leave. Are you scared, Sable? Oh, Sebastian.
I wouldn't say scared is the word. Cautious, maybe.
I see. That is good.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Jeff, are you here?
Yes.
Okay.
He had answered also.
Oh, I didn't hear your answer. Sorry.
I did. I swear.
Okay. So
Sorry.
you guys could stay here and wait, guarding the venue, or go off in whatever direction you want to do your own stuff.
No, no, I would guard.
Staying here means Shandol will at some point arrive, and Ela's mission to you guys will succeed.
Yeah, yeah.
Going away means different things will happen.
Okay. Well, I want to try to take another bag of gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, without a check, you can even go and try to find the biggest one if you'd like.
Yes.
If you want to hide it from the other two party members, you would still need to come up with kind of a distraction and thievery scheme.
While we are, after we settle down, had this conversation, I'll just tell them I got to take a leak, and walk away and work my way around to the table.
You're going to piss inside the church.
No,
Like you?
Like you say you're going to piss and everyone expects you to go outside and then you
no, I will walk outside. Work my way around to the back of the church.
okay.
Come in through the window that what's his name broke through. Aden broke through.
All right, okay. That's a acrobatics or athletics check DC 15 that he had to make as well. And you're trying to jump through the exact same window, right?
Yeah,
So
without
that
breaking any additional glass.
All right, I'm going to up the DC. Let's say 17. It's a DC 17 acrobatics or all right.
Okay,
All
so
right.
apparently I
You
make some
you
noise.
you you fail in a way that you break glass and hurt yourself. Please describe to us.
I'm trying to climb through and I slip and I my wet boots slip on the window frame,
Mm-hmm.
and I get a cut on my leg from the broken glass.
Yeah, 3 points of slashing, and your two other party members turn around and see you hanging and then slowly falling down into the church.
That
Okay.
is odd.
Okay, well I will stand up, kind of brush myself off, check the wound, wait for them to turn around, and then go try to steal gold.
Okay, let's see. What is your guys' reaction to him just getting up and standing there then?
I just look at it, just looking and calculating the odds and doing a
I
little
would say
question mark.
it must have been an impressive feat for Aden to jump through that window. It's good for you to try to assess that.
Yes, he was far more skilled than his performance portrayed.
Hmm, strange. Must be weird having a body which altered.
So now you're engaged in conversation with those two. You're like, they're not looking away, right?
Well, I'll just stand there and wait for them to just look away. I mean, eventually they're gonna get tired of staring at me.
Right. Uh, it's a robot you're talking about, so I'm not sure. All right, make a sleight of hand or thieves' tools check with disadvantage, as you can't be sure if the others get curious about your weird behavior standing in the back there. Mm. I'd say anyone who got curious can make a perception check to see if they want to be on alert and up their passive perception for the situation of guarding.
Let's see. Below 50 is bad for Jeff. So
I think I already know he's pretty shady, but I don't really care.
I'm curious. That is very odd for humans. I don't see this often, except if they're doing some skullduggery. Let's inside him.
Okay. So with a natural one on the thieves tools, you pass the table and you're pretty sure that if you just attach a hook to the biggest sack, it will just swing to your hip and then you cover it with your coat and you have it in your possession. So you go past it, but the hook doesn't just hook it. It slices open the whole bag, and with a loud cling, 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 the largest bag of gold, a gold gift, is just scattered among the table, and it's a very loud and echoing noise, or as coins are falling down on the marble floors. And you've effectively not have a bag in your possession, or you have a broken bag hanging at your hips now. With the 20 inside, never. You're trying to understand Sable's behavior.
Yeah. For future reference.
Make a deception check, Sable. Just for me, not for you even. Yeah, something about Sebastian's behavior is weird and was weird. And now you're having like a breaking mirror moment. Sable has been also looking at you a lot in the same way that you are looking at him now. And he has done that from the start. And you've just started doing it. Yeah. Is anyone replying to the loud coin noises?
I look at it. Aha, you are that kind of person. I see.
I'll pick up the coins.
I don't do anything. I just look at
If
him.
if they don't stop me, I'm totally gonna pick up the coins that just fell all over the
Yes.
place.
Well, you should hope that no one's gonna miss that.
In the hurry, you find 3 gold, 50 silver, and 100 copper, which would be a 1 gold piece again, right?
Yeah.
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 So you could just transform the 100 copper into 4, into 1 additional gold piece, making it 4 total. Because most of them have rollen underneath rubble and tables and cloth, and yeah, the biggest gold coin bag is now not anymore. As you stand there looking at the presents, there is still the painting and another big box. You have gone through most of the gold bags already, and some others have been damaged to the point of, like, other furniture and jewelry stuff has been damaged, or you can't see anymore. It has been moved from the winds and the magics.
Okay. What is this other big box? Can I get an idea of what it is?
No, it's totally wrapped up. And from your experience with the painting, it could be something just for a joke inside, or it could fill the entire box. You need to unwrap it.
I
Okay.
come
I won't
near
bother.
him.
Or, okay.
I'll just go back and return to my party.
Oh, I come. So we come across. So you wanna steal this shit?
Eh.
When you do it, you should
Sorry.
think about a cover up.
Yeah.
How about I help you? We could burn the rest down so nobody suspects it. In this corner, and I point to the burning benches, it is already burning. If I burn more, they will notice perhaps. It was an accident.
Um. Probably shouldn't burn down the church.
Why not? Do you have sentimental values in this building?
No.
I think they may notice that it wasn't that destroyed before.
Sable and Neri, you can make a religion check. History or religion check.
For what?
Was chapel. I guess.
History or religion?
No, I mean, why?
Yeah, to find out more about this building.
Boom.
Boom.
Oh,
The good roll.
you actually know that this is a very important building for many people in Zitalis, as it is the most sought after venue for any festivities made by the nobles and royals. And its historic worth is undetermined, as it has been created by Hindurin, the leader of the Illuvian people, and crafted with sometime after the first arrival in the Illuvian library. So it is pretty recent. But since it's made by the leader, it does hold some worth and prestige. With a religion check of 10, you notice that this was supposed to be a place of worship once, but you don't know what worship. You see, like, there's some. Now that everything's burning and the altar is ridded or has been ridden of the decoration, it is pretty eminent that there should have been a priest there standing making a sermon, and the people would have been sitting in rows. And there's a bits of a ritual ritual casting circle remaining on the ground that you have been trained to see as a avar.
Okay.
So, meaning burning everything down and making yourself the arsonists is probably going to cast a lot of wrath onto you guys.
Yeah. I don't think we should be burning the place down. Um, I think that will cause even more attention than anything else. So let's not do that.
Okay, I hear you.
Saying that, you should probably put out the fires if you don't want that to happen, because so far they have been happily spreading from decoration to decoration, from table to tapestry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was
was eating. This is fine.
I was under the impression they were already out. So yeah, I
Mm-mm.
definitely would have done that. You know, before even moving the bodies.
By what means, though?
I'll take Aiden's cloak and just kind of use it as blanket to smother the fire.
Alright, make a survival check. Yeah, easily. You can use this cloak over and over again until you have taken out most of the flames. The flames you can't reach will probably just go out after they've burned everything on the walls, or you try to find another means that you can reach them.
As I see him doing this, let me help you. This looks terrible. And I use prestidigitation to snuff out little fires.
Nice. Yeah, with
Like,
that you're
I,
able to qualm the flames.
I suck them in, like, what? With my arms. They go inside, so they have a tube, and with the tube I suck the fire in. Yes.
Okay, so fires out, place is secure. Nice. Anything else you guys want to do?
Well, there must be a second person, as we saw the footprints. There should someone be near still. Aden was alone.
Couldn't that have been a victim of Aden?
How many guards were there at the start? We only saw one corpse. Were there two? I just noticed one.
It's only
Who
been one
else
guard.
would it be?
Of course, we wouldn't have found the other corpse because he ran away, right?
What?
Yeah, but outside there was nobody but the guard.
Yeah, there was Ron and the guard.
Yes. And there were like 3 footprints. Doesn't I remember right?
Yes,
I
but
only remember one set of footprints. Out of
Wasn't there
character,
one?
David.
Sorry?
There was only one set of footprints, right?
Yes, it was a fake set of tracks and then panic foot tracks.
Okay, but there's only one set.
You were not able to figure that out when you checked it. If you remember correctly, you gave the players the information that you imagine that it's one, but you can't be sure.
yeah, and no matter what, now the tracks are probably gone.
Probably.
That is true. Most likely.
So I think we have no choice but to wait here.
Okay, I go into standby.
And you want to take the first watch?
I'm still watching.
Okay.
Just sucks in like going into a little cube mode, and his face is still on top of it and surrounding the area.
Mhm. Are you going to use your passive perception or do you want to roll it?
I can roll it. More fun.
Okay. Mm, so 6 hours. Night. It's night, deep, late night, as you decide to just settle down, enjoy the last bits of food, and maybe sit around the oil lanterns, closing the door. There's still the hole in the middle, so it is very cold.
Moonbeam.
Sable, you still have the ring, and Neri, you still have the cloak as you go into this rest, right?
Yeah, but I also have already a pretty nice cloak.
Well, maybe the rest of us will like the cloak. You don't know.
No, that's my cloak.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna keep both cloaks?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Are you meditating over those objects?
Sure.
Yeah, now that I've asked, right? So usually to find out if something is magical and you don't have the identify spell, you can choose to meditate over the object, which means that you spend a short or long rest with it. All right? In future, I will expect you guys to do that. Hmm. I think I'm just going to let those items be revealed. So you should be able to see that the ring is a ring of warmth. You have resistance to cold damage while wearing it, and in addition, you and everything you wear and carry are unharmed by temperatures as low as -50 degrees
Nice.
Fahrenheit, which I have to translate into Celsius sometime because I have no idea. That's the ring. And the cloak is a cloak of protection. It grants a plus. And here's the picture as well. Have a look at it. Looks so cool.
Nice.
Gives a +1 to AC and saving throws while you wear this cloak.
Shit. But I can't wear two cloaks, right?
You could find someone to mend them together.
Ooh. Pretty cool.
Or you try to figure that out yourself, but then we're back to downtime activity and how that works. Okay. Where's the cloak? Poof. Please put those items into your inventories because I will be deleting them from the inventory.
Oh, you have the cloak of protection.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome.
You said you're deleting them from the inventory?
Not from your inventory, but from the magical items and quest items section in the journal.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah? It depends. I leave them there until everyone has equipped them. It does say on them if they require attunement or not. Both of them do.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and attune them. Attune mine.
That's your second attuned item, right?
Yeah.
Make a wisdom saving throw. Alright, you succeed. As you put on the ring, you almost feel disappointed in yourself. But not that it's you that feels that, but something within you about you realize. You see yourself standing on the battlefield you've dreamed about, again, and again until it disappeared forever. But now you stand there again. It's as vivid as before, you wielding a giant sword, blood dripping from it. Your wings are out. You stand there on the top of bodies, corpses that you know you have slain. There's no ring on your finger. There's no horn in your hand. There's weapons, armor, destruction, pain, and death. You breathe in and are back in the church.
Okay. I will keep that to myself.
Make a deception check. If anyone's passive perception beats an 8, you have noticed the huge gasp of air and the almost trance-like absence of Sable.
Mm.
Is everything alright with you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just taking a deep breath. Just clearing the lungs.
We're going to keep the 8 for the further lies. So you guys know that this is... He's giving an excuse because he feels uncomfortable around something or wants to hide something, but
Mm. I think he has this weird chest feeling that I had. So, Elf, this cloak looks pretty neat.
do you wish to attune to it?
Me to the protection cloak?
Mm-hmm.
Think I will wait with the cloak till we done with this.
All right. So in the process of meditating over it, noticing all of its capabilities, you choose not to. You know that you will need to spend another short rest or the same amount of time to attune to it.
I have to say, I would like to have this cloak donned to me.
And why should I give it to you?
I don't know. That is for you
Well,
to decide. I guess because I'm pretty cool.
so you do know why.
Yeah, when this is appropriate argument for you, I am cool.
Of course, why wouldn't it be an appropriate argument for me? And of course, if you are really cool, I will immediately hand you out the cloak, but I think you do understand that I first will need to see some proof of your coolness.
Okay, what do you wanna see?
Well, I mean, that's starting already pretty bad because no cool person would ask that.
But I'm not a person, as you can see.
Oh, you're not a person?
How about this one?
I mean, how
And
can you be cool then if you are not a person?
without saying anything or anything happens, you see my mechanical body is clinking out and like forming a new thing, and I cast subtle disguise self on myself and mimicking the Nary Saren. So
Make an Arcana check as you use subtle spell.
I make it.
Mm-mm. The one doing the subtle spell, never.
me?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it's fun.
17.
Nice. As you do use your meta magic,
Hmm.
there is something else far in the distance of the Icewind Tundra, an eye opening,
Oh,
looking at you,
holy
a
shit.
tentacle reaching for you. And just as you feel a coldness, a wetness on your armor plates, it disappears. And you do cast your spell just as normal.
Fuck. Little minor glitches happening while the transform.
You get the feeling it was a vision. It didn't really happen. As you look down to your arm, it transforms normally. There's no wetness there. There's never been a tentacle. And you can't see that far in the distance anyway. How did you
Yeah,
see the eye?
that
How did
is
the tentacle stretch?
another thing for my visions block. Right. Okay. Yeah, so another Neri stands in front of you. Now that I'm a person. Now that I'm a person. How about we engage some cool stuff? And I cast Minor Illusions and let sprinkles all over my body. And I don't know what's cool for
Oh,
humans.
what kind of person are you? In what person do you
Neri.
transform? Oh, nice.
Neri 7. And then I cast Burning Hands and shoot flames in the air.
Causing another little bit of arsony.
That's alright. I just suck it in again.
Making the fire, pulling it out.
Ooh, 11 fight. All right, it takes you some time as you've used a burning hands spell, which is a 15-foot go.
Mm.
You've basically. Which
Yeah.
direction did you aim, huh?
The
in the
air.
air, in
Yeah.
the air from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Like,
right. There's multiple like arcs and decorations and balloons that are popping and again bursting into flames, and you see him going right to using prestidigitation to suck them back in. But it takes some time again. You're distracted with sucking them or cleaning up your mess before you can get the reaction.
and after this, I turn invisible. Also, no, I say something like, tongue code on, and I vanish. Phew. Look, this is pretty cool, don't you think?
I mean, it's kind of cool, but
I'm right behind you. You have to turn to my way.
it's nothing some circus guys couldn't do as well. Cheap magic tricks.
You're kinda insulting me.
I think the biggest problem is still that you are not a person. I think you have to figure that one out first. Just because you copy me, that doesn't make you a person.
That logic strikes. That is true. And I turn visible again, and as never out or even. What do persons do? That is cool. So teach me.
Well, it's not an easy way becoming cool.
Are you
And that's
cool?
also a problem because now cool person would try to be cool. They just are, you know?
Hmm. Like they are programmed this way.
I mean, it's another question of persons being programmed.
As an elf, cool stuff usually relates to new findings that have been made about the constellations and the star, like the top researchers and the furthest on their field of knowledge are the coolest people anyway, so I guess never really didn't hit the mark.
Well, I think I would know that being cool is completely relative term, and what is for one person cool is maybe not for the next person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I won't tell him that, of course.
So are you cool?
Of course, I'm cool, otherwise I wouldn't have the cloak, right?
But I thought people who are cool don't say about themselves that they are cool.
Yeah, but I don't say.
Neri, I think it's your time to make a wisdom saving throw as you say that you are very cool.
You're a huge nerd.
Yeah.
26.
What
You
does that mean?
succeed, but you see yourself in a time where all you wanted to do was to be part of those researchers, to be able to read the skies, the constellations, and find out more about the world. That goal is maybe old, but now you're reminded of it.
Hmm. So I don't get a vision because I succeeded, basically. Damn.
But it wasn't as negative, was it?
No.
See?
Abel, do you think I am cool? I don't know that you are Sable. Sebastian, do you think that I am cool?
Sure, why not?
See, I am cool to him.
Yeah, but
Now
he
I
is not
grant
cool.
I have to get this cloak.
Why do you want this cloak so bad?
It's on my bucket list in my head, together with a certain ring.
But bucket list, that's something for people, right? For persons.
No, I need this for my armor.
Machines don't wear cloaks. That
No,
doesn't make sense.
I will don it into my armor.
Well, you still have to become cool. Maybe then we can talk again.
This is a stupid quest. How can a robot be cool if he's not programmed that way? I can't do this. It's an impossible task you're giving me. You are
Maybe
a cruel person.
if you
Wait,
I
become
kinda like
cool,
that.
you also get the capacity to change. You also become a person at the same time.
so you're
So,
programmed capable of everything you've done today?
I'm pretty sure that is the way.
Who programmed you? And how? Do you know how?
Can you not learn?
I will tell you all of this for the cloak of protection.
I just kind of roll my eyes and walk away.
A cool person would just tell us, I think.
But I'm not programmed cool. So I fuck the rules.
That is kind of cool.
While they are talking about it and the way you are programmed, you say without even knowing, instead of cool, you said hot. I'm programmed hot.
Oh, shit.
That's fitting.
So instead of saying I'm not cool, I'm
No,
hot.
he
Okay.
said I'm programmed hot.
Well, hot is something completely different now.
So, on a level from 1 to 10, how hot I am.
I will touch a part of his arm, I guess. See how warm he is.
Interesting.
Oh, I am warm normally, just because all the mechanical stuff is working in there.
But I guess your most outer exterior, when not fighting and not casting fire magic and using those valves, I guess you
Yeah.
are getting cold very fast.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
you need to peel away at the layers to reveal the furnace underneath. So yeah, as you touch him, he is pretty cold to the touch. A cold metal, like a weapon, like the hilt of a sword.
Don't
And
worry,
yet,
you're not
every
hot
time
either.
you can make an insight or perception check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 1 second. Insight or investigation?
Mm-hmm. Insight or perception.
Oh.
Okay. So even though he's cold to the touch, you see that at his back, around his neck, elbows, knees, anywhere where the plating is a bit less dense, the snow instantly melts. It is a kind of contradictory observation to what you have felt when touching him. But it makes you think he does pack some heat.
Hmm. That sounds wrong, David.
Mm-hmm. But I said it and it's on recording, so deal with it. That guy's packing some heat.
Now, hand me over the cloak.
I'm just wondering why were you programmed to be so greedy?
I'm not greedy. I haven't taken 1 gold from this desk over
Were
there.
you programmed to obtain this cloak?
You can say that.
How?
I don't
What
know.
does your code say about this cloak?
I will say it if I have it.
How can you not know?
That's a secret.
Well, then you won't get the cloak.
That is stupid. I
Isn't
don't
it
get
stupid
this. He's
to
making up rules. I don't like this.
isn't it stupid to want something from someone else which isn't yours?
Neri, on the 23 inside, you also notice that this is not a programmed thing. The thing you have been saying for jokes, you feel like now you've actually heard something that is emotion. And the the way that you have been observing Never, now you see more he was running to Ela when every one of you were doing your job. He was caring for Ron when you didn't even know him. He was asking you out of curiosity instead of a fixed goal. So you're becoming more sure that there's nothing actually programmed about it.
I mean, he is kind of contradicting himself all the time. So he's not really a machine, I guess. But he doesn't know.
Yeah, it does seem to you that he's the most unaware of his
State of being.
programmed and following a certain set of movements, replies, and so forth.
Yeah, so if you can give me a good reason for you having this cloak, then I maybe consider.
I will calculate a good answer.
All right, let me know when you have it. And I just leave.
Oh ho! You hear horses stopping in front of the church as Shandol jumps off the carriage and yells out, "Security! Is anyone left?" You're not belled with the presence. And he steps into the church. Oh! Oh! Oh no, that's going to cost so much to repair all those damages. What if I actually wasn't here? But no, it was my wedding. I can't. Well, but if it wasn't a wedding but a company feast, then the company would need to change their. Right? Guess I will do that. And he goes over, ignoring you guys, talking to himself as he's like stepping over the broken glass and everything. He's making his way to the present table.
Interesting.
I'll be AFK for a moment.
Okay. So now's the time to backstab him.
Right?
We kill him.
I mean, we were asked to kill him to start with, weren't we?
No, no, no.
Ron
Were
asked
we?
us to kill him. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's true, but Ron
Ron
is
was
also dead.
willing to pay me.
Ron is dead.
Well,
Well,
a job's a job.
my jobs end when the coin giver is dead.
Uh,
I think he is kind of important guy, and if he dies, we'll have to explain or something.
I can't kill him. Ella said I shouldn't kill him.
yeah, well, he's a jackass. I'll kill him for you, though.
Yes.
Nice. Then I have the moral high ground. I didn't kill him. It was Sebastian.
He just went berserk.
It was self-defense. Okay, I guess we have time. Neri, I really need this cloak.
Yeah, but you can't tell me why. How badly can you need it then?
I need it for protection.
You are literally made of metal. Look
But I
at
can
how
wear.
squishy I am.
Well, it sucks to
Also,
be.
you said I'm a very low threat, right? So I need
That
more
is true.
protection. That makes sense, right?
No, you're inferior. You don't need anything.
Oh,
Wow.
yes. I need a lot more because I am inferior. You are so much better than me in everything. So why would you need this lumpy, smelly coat?
More is more.
No, that is not a good reason again. You thought, I thought you would think about having until you have a good reason.
Well, but I
Up
have also
until now,
time.
you're just embarrassing yourself in front of me and Sebastian. It's good that you're not a person, otherwise you would feel probably very ashamed.
Good thing I'm not a person.
Yes, it can also come in handy.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. Yeah, he's making his way to the presents, wanting to check them.
Yes, I would do anything.
3, 2, 1. Ah, okay. He's going over there, and the last bits he doesn't even traverse. He's like standing next to a spilled over table, broken glass in front of him, and even some of the blood that was left there by Duncan and Aden,
Mm.
and also Sable, maybe. Um, Okay, that's just fucked up. Everything's destroyed. Wow, even the presents didn't make it. All right, fine. I'll just take this one painting or whatever. Takes the painting and now sees you guys and says, "Ah, Ella told me that the guests security left behind. Thank you very much for taking care of this venue and everyone in it. I would need help loading some of the stuff back into the carriage." So he claps his hands and looks at you guys expectantly.
Well, maybe we should first talk about the payment of all the extra stuff we did and are supposedly still expected to do.
Ah, of course. Neri, you are hereby free of anything you have owed me and the company. So that's a nice little thing. And you never. Thank you very much for helping out, Ayla. And he hands you a water skin that is full of mechanical oil.
Mm.
And he goes to Sable. And for you, who has actually sneaked onto the party, are you sure that I shouldn't just report you to the local authorities?
I have an invitation.
Yeah. And yet, this invitation was never signed for an Sebastian.
What's your point?
Well, you're not getting paid. Thank you very much.
I did a job for you. You need to pay me.
Well, now, no, you actually sneaked yourself onto the premises, assuming a position as maybe a spy or someone planning to assassinate my dear wife. So I suggest you better stop here, right? I'm
I
happy that you were
protected
here.
your dear wife.
At the same time, you could have been one of the culprits. So why not leave it here, right, boy? Wow, actually, if you are so displeased with the circumstance, there is an actual job the three of you could do.
As soon as you pay me for this one.
I suggest you better drop it right there, right? If you would have come here as a guest or as security properly, fine, but sneaking on here, you've put yourself in the situation yourself. There is a case, though, of my caravans wanting to procure the finest material, and as you so know, I myself was once an Illuvian, sitting in the library reading up scrolls, and there is talk in one of my family scrolls that there was a vault left behind by the Illuvians in the ruins of Tel Vadel. You want to know more?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
It says, come closer. Inside the vault, Hinderin himself imprisoned Winter. And that's all the scroll says, which I'm not sure if it's even true, but there has never been a party that made its way to Tel Vadel and back to tell about it.
I'll be right back.
Telbar and Televar?
I'm going to write it in the chat.
Thanks.
Tel Vadel. From where you are now, you would need to traverse the ice tundras, going through many fjords and rivers, frozen lakes, passing many dangers before you make your way there. It's supposed to be unreachable from the closest port city, but I guess if you managed all this, you'll be fine going there. And I will pay 400 gold pieces just for you to return and tell me how to get there safely with an excavation team. I will pay 800 if you return with an artifact which could be described as winter. So what will it be?
Can I have a check for if this amount is appropriate?
Yeah, make a finance check using intelligence or survival.
Okay, then it's intelligence. I let my wires do the work. 70.
If it would just be the reward for the task of discovering the ruins and getting back, that's fine. But you still need to cover the whole expenses of traveling there. So you would need to pay an affront of maybe 50 gold. So you think that he's scamming you out of the preparation money for the journey.
Make
So,
it 500 and 1,000, and we need 100 up front.
that
we
seems
just
fair.
talk about possible expenditures that have to be made beforehand.
Well, how about that? 500 you say, and 1,000 if you manage to come back?
Yes, 500 for returning with the information, 1,000 for the artifact, and 100 up front either way.
So, here's the 100, and he hands over 100 gold pieces. So it will be 400 upon your return, and an additional 500 if you return with the artifact.
Yes.
Okay, please sign here. And I come nearer, and on my on my face there's a screen with some letters written like a contract and a note. Sign here, and a little arrow appears on the line. Beep, 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 beep.
What is this?
The contract leaves the screen. My face comes back. This is a contract, so you won't fuck us.
Are you making up contracts like Jested is?
Well, I'm assassin. I
Nice.
think contracts. I think it's kind of normal. But yeah, like Justin.
All right. He takes out a quill and tries to sign.
No, you
Interestingly,
stupid.
he,
Use your
interestingly,
finger.
he signs a longer name than you would assume from Shandol Everas, and then he goes, "Of course I knew that," and puts his finger on your face. All
Okay.
right, and now make a copy for me.
No, that is nothing I can do.
Well, it's only valid if we both have a copy of the contract, you know.
It's in my memory
Fine.
case. It can't leave.
You
Except
see
I will delete
Shandol whipping out a piece of it's not just a piece, it's those Klemmbretter. It's like a board where you can stick paper on.
it.
Do you
Clipboard.
know that? A clipboard. And he pulls out something like a clipboard, takes his quill, dips it somewhere in the air around him, and the quill comes back fully tinted. And he starts to write up the contract on his terms and then turns the clipboard to you.
Is it the same terms we had?
It is the same terms, but reverse, protecting his assets. So if you were to not come back without any report, you can be hunted and mentioned for the stealing of the 100 gold pieces and also the breaking of the contract. Both of you guys, also on his version of the contract, both of you sign a contract not to talk about the abilities that you have and he has. It's basically anything seen, performed, or witnessed cannot be talked to third party outside of the contract.
Huh?
So his wife Ela is included on his side, and you're both included on Neva's side.
How about you delete this part about like freebirding us?
Well, but what if you freebird me?
No, I mean when we don't come back, we don't get sued.
Well, of course you do get sued when you don't come back. That's how it works.
Well, all right, you got me there. I always try.
All right. So you sign, he signs. Contracts are signed. You will probably want to at least hitch a ride with me until you're back at this little innkeeper. So, hop on. It'll be my last favor to you guys.
Sure, why not?
And with that, we're going to end tonight's session.
Yeah, very nice.
Clean cut.
Yeah, it's the first clean cut we got. The other ones were all cliffhangers. Nice. I was telling Beza that today I have to prepare extra because you're going to start with the combat. You're going to be done in about an hour, and then afterwards you're going to maybe go into all kinds of directions. Yeah. Did you guys pick up on any